And I'm back with more Spirit of Justice. Took a couple hours, went to go shop and get some cold medicine. Feeling better. We'll see how that goes when I'm actually doing stuff, but also I've got a air conditioner slash fan going because it's 50 degrees, but it feels like 100 after having dealt with negative 15 just a week ago. So, hooray, I suppose. So you might hear it. I don't think it'll show up, but who knows. Oh, damn. What do you mean Miss Faye's still being held hostage? And who's this mastermind? His benefactor was the one pulling the strings. I have no idea who they are. So all we know is the person he was trying to give the orb to? Right. He was just following orders. Whoever it is, it seems they really want to get their hands on the orb. So, Miss Faye's abduction's the work of this benefactor too? Right again. Whoever they are, they're in Khura'in. Along with Maya. I wonder who they could be. Right. This Maya, the spirit medium you've been talking about. She wouldn't happen to be that bun-haired young lady you defended back in Khura'in. That's her. Why do you ask? I see. I think I know what's going on here. And I've got good news for you. Maya's somewhere safe. That much I'm sure of. I'm afraid you've lost me. So that's what the little snot's patron is. Starting to make sense. That fool has no idea I'm here in the States with you all. Dirk, you mind filling us in? Huh? No caller ID. I wonder who's calling. Hello? Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes? Let me start by thanking you for taking such good care of my subordinate. Who is this? I believe you know me as the benefactor. Huh? Sounds like they're using a voice changer or something. Oh, I was just gonna give it away. Oh. Where's Maya? Is she safe? I have my ears on today's proceedings. What a shock it was to hear that the key to solving the orb's riddle is a spirit medium. I admit, I didn't see that one coming. Did they plant a listening device in here somehow? Nevertheless, don't think for a minute that it will guarantee Maya Faye's safety. She's not the only medium within my reach, you know. You harm a hair on her head and you'll have to answer to me. Right, give it here a sec. Huh? Hey there. How's it going, stranger? Who is this? Why, it's your friendly neighborhood dragon. I just happened to be in the U.S. on a little trip. Minister of Justice Inga Khura'in. Khura'in. Inga? What? Maya's kidnapper? Yeah. Of course it's me. Dirk! Is that you dirty little turncoat? Who would the... What blazes is going on here? Oh, you know. Just popped over to the States for a little R&R. But enough about me, Inga. That was a poor excuse for a bluff you pulled just now. We both know that your threats are as empty as your head. You can't lay a finger on Maya Faye, and I do mean that literally. Ugh. What's he talking about? You could kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. Maya Faye ain't my only insurance, you know, Dirk. I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, you can imagine the kind of things I could do, right? Glad you're seeing things my way. Meet me at Amara's tomb tomorrow at 3 p.m. sharp. And you better come along, got it? If all goes well, the orb is all you'll need to get Maya Faye back. Dirk? What's going on? You heard him? I have to get back to Khura'in. What? Why? No time to explain. Are you even gonna make it? What if there's no seats left? You're a wanted man. There's not gonna let you on the plane. Let me worry about that, Mr. Justice. Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth? What are you doing here? Being stylish as always, what he's doing. Taking care of the hostage situation. But now that you mention it, the girl did say that she saw you around Khura'in village. I had him look into a few things while I was on my way back. Including Maya's situation, of course. I was astonished to hear she was still in Khura'in. But it explains why I found no connection between her and Mr. Ash. Sorry to interrupt, but going back to the plane situation, I've taken the liberty of chartering one for us. It's ready to take off any time. And I will do what's necessary to hide the fact that Durk Sadmati is on board. Wow. Must be nice being chief prosecutor. You have no idea. He's had to settle for 2 side spin-off games just to annoy himself, to pass the time. Will I get to those someday? Probably. Anyway, right, we have no time to lose. We must head to Khura'in at once. Right. I'm going too! After all, you're bound to need my help. No fair, I want to go! This isn't a vacation, Trucy. Besides, I'll need you to hold down the fort. But, Daddy! Guess I should only bring what's necessary. Sorry, Trucy, would you mind holding on to this? Fine. Better bring me back something besides his more evidence. Excellent. Now then, let's make haste. To Khura'in. And that's how our sudden trip to the kingdom of Khura'in began. Never imagined I'd return to the country of my youth under such circumstances, though. Uh-oh. Oh, that don't sound good. That sounds like they're in trouble. No, that sounds like a plane. But man, not having my air conditioner on for months and now having to actually listen to things is really distracting now that I have it on again. Jeez. That was a long flight. It's already 2:30. Talk about cutting it close. The kingdom of Khura'in. It's no time to reminisce, but gotta say, this place sure brings back memories. Hurry up! Right! Amara's tomb is located in the courtyard of Garan Palace. Should have just enough time to get there. Then let's sprint there! Think you can keep up, Apollo? Sure, no sweat. I'll contact the royal family and the local police and inform them of our arrival. Thanks. Okay. Move to the royal residence. Okay. Oh, this is good. Just waltz right in. This is a great idea. I wasn't made for all the running and climbing and near drowning. It's 2:45. Only 15 minutes left. See that cylindrical building rising in the distance? That's Amara's tomb. Amara, wasn't that the previous queen? The one who was assassinated? Yes, and I'm the one they pinned it on. It'll take a few minutes to get to the tomb. So you have returned, barbed head. Ah, shit. I've seen her before on the news. If I remember correctly, this is the Crown Princess Rafa Padma Khura'in. What are you people doing here? This is the royal residence. Commoners are not allowed entry without permission. Prosecutor from the States. Should have already called and requested permission for us to enter. That's for why we're here, your benevolence. Have you seen Minister Inga? If you seek my father, I just saw him heading towards Amara's tomb. Was he with anyone? You know, like some shady-looking underlings or something? No, he was alone. Why do you ask? Looks like she's got no idea about the abduction. Do you hear that? I think we've got company. That's a lot of guns. That's a lot of spears. That's a lot of clubs. That's a lot of dudes. Bow down before her glory. Her Eminence Queen Khura'in, Queen Priestess of Khura'in approaches. Khura'in? Oh, shit. It's... Queen Khura'in. Guards. Surround Amara's tomb at once. Yes, yes, your eminence. That's a lot of swords. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. What's she doing? Is she going to help us? Excuse me, your eminence. So our bobbed-head lawyer returns. May we presume you're here from Maya Fey, the spirit medium who has been abducted? Yes, you may. Allow us to apologize for the criminal actions of our husband. Don't need to apologize for him. Honestly, Inga, abducting a guest in our own country. How could you? Father, abducted someone? Your Eminence, what about those soldiers over there? They are the Khura'in Royal Guard. Soldiers who serve the crown and no other. Royal Guard? They're an elite force selected from only the most loyal and outstanding of our subjects. And why have you ordered them to surround the tomb? The police will not come if it is my husband who's committing the crime. We shall have to storm the tomb and take Minister Inga into custody ourselves. What? You mean... Khura'in, no! His hostage is in there! Dirk, how dare you set foot in the palace? Have you come to turn yourself in? Listen, we need to call a truce right now! Khura'in Royal Guard seize the traitor of the crown. As you wish, your eminence! Resist and you die! Wait a second! No! Slow down there, Khura'in. I'm here to conduct a hostage exchange. But if you take me in now, she's as good as dead. A hostage exchange? And why would he choose to do such a thing with you? We can talk about it later. Right now, I need to get in there before it's too late. If I can't resolve this in 20 minutes, you could storm the place. Now then, if you'll excuse... Dirk, wait! Guards, allow the insurgent Dirk Sadmati to pass. Barbed Head! You have some explaining to do. Right. Well, while we're waiting here... Apollo, why don't you explain the situation? What? Why me? Leave nothing out, Hornhead, or I'll dehorn you where you stand. Hornhead? She doesn't waste any time coming up with nicknames. What's with the attitude? Her father's the one who abducted Miss Fey. Do my eyes deceive me, or did I hear talk of my father abducting someone? You heard right. He abducted Maya and... Insolent fool! Pardon my rudeness. A gentle soul like my father could not possibly have committed such a crime. Gentle? You think he's gentle? I'm afraid it's true, Your Benevolence. He's holed up in that tomb as we speak. Really? I find this difficult to believe. Why would he do such a thing? Or why would he do such a thing? Your Benevolence? You saw your father heading towards the tomb? I did. I was over on the veranda deep in thought when I saw him hurrying toward the tomb. I'd say it was about 10 minutes ago. Why was he rushing? Maybe he was worried he'd be late? Did you see anyone else heading for the tomb? I saw no one else after he entered. So Inga and Faye and Maya are the only ones in there besides Dirk? Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a minion or two with him. Dirk. I sure hope he's alright. It's only been 5 minutes. That feels like an eternity. Patience, Apollo, patience. Huh? It's almost 20 minutes. What's taking Dirk so long? The appointed time has come. A royal guard shall now storm in. Can't you wait just a little longer? No, we cannot. Every second we wait puts the hostage's life in even more danger. Therefore, we see no alternative but to order our guards to storm in. That'll put Miss Faye's life in danger too! Guards! Storm the tomb and seize Minister Inga, along with the insurgent Dirk Sadmati. Yes, Your Eminence! Dirk's under arrest too? Naturally. That traitorous snake assassinated my predecessor, Queen Amara. Now go. Seize them both. We're going in! Follow me, men! For Her Eminence, Urdihara Guran! Fuck. I hope no one gets hurt. Ah! Your Eminence! Oh, what the? Why are they running back out? What is the meaning of this? Something terrible has happened! Dirk! The Minister! He's dead! What's this? What? Apollo, quick! I'm right behind you! No one enters with... Come, let us see what transpired. Uh-oh. Where's Dirk? Apollo, over there! Dirk! Dirk! What have you done? Apollo? Look! So it is Minister Inga who has fallen. Guards! Seize this murderous man at once! Surrender now and perish, rebel scum! No, wait! Oh shit, that's a lot of punches. Uh-oh, I hear some rope. Dirk! They're taking him away. Ow! Just threw something at me. This is... Is he telling me to keep it safe? Nick? Is that you? Maya! Are you alright? Dirk, he saved me. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. Maya! Minister Inga, the man behind Miss Faye's abduction, had been killed, and Dirk was arrested for his murder. So it was the abduction of Maya Faye that came to a sudden and unexpected resolution. With this, the curtain fell on the minister, but things were far from over. Apollo, what happened? I can't say for sure, but from what I could tell, it seems Dirk has killed Minister Inga. What? Do you think he did it to save Miss Faye? Most likely, but who knows? I'm really confused right now. My father? This cannot be! I must see for myself! Your benevolence, we cannot allow you to pass! Fools! Stand aside! We have direct orders from their queen, Khura'in! Father? Father? Dirk, you will pay for this! Apollo, let's go regroup somewhere. Yeah. Dirk, it wasn't really you who did it, right? You okay, Apollo? Yeah. Edgeworth's speaking with the local police, so let's sit tight until he returns. Okay. I know you must be in a state of shock right now, but I need you to stay with us. He's right. I can't go to pieces now. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'll be fine. Right. Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I have some bad news. It looks like things will only get more complicated from here. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what's happening with Dirk? As I understand it, he has been officially charged with the murder of Minister Inga. He has? However, I did manage to get his permission to investigate the crime scene, and I expect we'll be allowed to visit him shortly. Thank you. Sure glad Prosecutor Edgeworth's here with us. Also, it just so happens that Detective Sky is here in Khura'in, so I've asked her to assist us with the investigation. What? What's he doing here? Seems Prosecutor Sadmati is growing quite fond of her. He's been ferrying her all around the place. A few days here, a few days there. They've almost become a team of sorts. Despite what Nayuta says, it seems he thinks highly of Emma's skills. So what now? I think I'll go pay Dirk a visit at the detention center. I want to go check in on Maya at the hospital. What about you, Athena? Well, if there's footwork to be done, I better stick with Apollo and give him a hand. Very well, then I will accompany Wright. We'll go our separate ways for now. Alright, if anything comes up, you have my cell number. Do you know your way around here? It's been over 10 years since I left, but I'll try not to get us hopelessly lost. Apollo, here to see your old man, are you? Dirk, have they done interrogating you? Nope. Fun hasn't even started. I imagine they'll really rake me over the coals, though. I don't even want to think about how harsh their interrogation method will be. Yeah, but that's nothing compared to what they'll do if they find him guilty. They've branded me a terrorist who killed the previous queen, and now the Justice Minister. If found guilty of these crimes, I'll be facing a very public execution. Public execution? This is worse than I thought. Come on, son, turn that frat one upside down. You'll jinx us. As soon as I get out of here, I'll take you to this tasty hash house I know. I'd like that. I really need to focus on what happened. Time to switch to work mode. Dirk, can you tell me what happened? There's also something I want you to take a look at. Okay, so... Alright. Talk to Dirk. Just present the founder's order. Okay, cool. Dirk, what happened in there? You didn't really kill Minister Inga, did you? Well, thing is, I really don't know. What? I remember seeing the mural of the founder right as I entered the tomb. But I got all dizzy immediately after that. Next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand, and covered in Inga's blood. So you don't remember meeting with him? Nope. Last thing I remember was entering the tomb feeling really dizzy. There's no way he can explain what happened if he can't remember anything. Yeah. I suppose there's no getting out of this one. But we can't give up yet. I was just messing with your son. Well, stop! It's not funny! Sorry. Jeez, nothing seems to faze this guy, not even being arrested for murder. This is going to be one tough case. Not only have I been charged with Inga's murder, but I've also been charged with Amara's assassination from 23 years ago. You're on trial for 2 charges? Khura'in is practically licking her chops just thinking about my public execution. Guess this means we can't afford to lose our heads. I don't know how you can laugh at a time like this. So, son, I take it you'll be defending me? Of course! You can count on me. That's my boy. Looks like your nerves are as steely as those vocal cords of yours. After all, you've got the Defense Culpability Act to contend with, too. Oh, right. So if you're found guilty, then I'll be charged with the same double homicide, huh? Don't tell me they forgot about that. I'll be fine. I just gotta make sure we win this one. You sure? You don't sound very fine. Apollo, what was that about an assassination 23 years ago? About the incident 23 years ago. That's when the previous Queen Amara was assassinated, wasn't it? Yes. Someone set a private residence on fire. She lost her life in the ensuing blaze. And you were arrested for the crime? Why would they arrest you? Weren't you just a lawyer? What relation could you have had to the Queen? About that. Amara was... well, my wife. I may not look the part, but I was once husband to a queen. In short, I was royalty. What? No way! Are you saying you won the heart of the reigning queen? Come on, you're talking to a guy who honed his prowess against witnesses on the stand. Even a queen's no match for this dragon's glare. Wow. You're really something else. Was a verdict ever reached? I acted as my own attorney and won. Until I was accused of fabricating evidence. That's when it all went south. Where have I heard such a story like that before? What happened after that? I made a run for it. You ran? But why? I didn't kill Amara, and I didn't fabricate any evidence. But if I'd stuck around for a retrial, I'd have been found guilty for sure. Couldn't allow that to happen. The true killer would never face justice if I did. So I left my law practice behind and went underground. But that was 23 years ago. Are you telling me after all these years, you still haven't discovered the truth? Yeah. The fact that it was arson means the crime scene was reduced to ashes. There's little in the way of evidence left. It's just brick wall after brick wall. Guess it means it's all up to me to figure it out. along with Minister Inga's murder. I think I'm gonna be sick. Come on, son, don't look so down. With you on the case, it'll work out somehow. I hope he's right. Say, son, do you remember my office? I remember that messy, dimly lit room. The file I've amassed on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this one. You remember how to get there? Let me think. I go in through a manhole. How can I not? I hated how I always got so dirty getting there and that stench. That old case is important too, but I should probably focus on the minister's murder first. I see you got it safely out of the tomb. Why'd you throw it at me? I want you to listen carefully. The orb must not fall in Khura'in's hands. Not ever. I thought Minister Inga was the one who was after it. He was the one who lent it to Professor Buff, after all. So you haven't exposed his crime now? I have, but there's more connected to this relic than meets the eye. Much more. And whatever it is, I can't help but feeling it could turn this entire kingdom upside down. You said something like that before. Looks like Dirk's intuition's at it again. Khura'in will do anything to retrieve this. So guard it well, at least until tomorrow's trial. I'm afraid your time is up. Oh shit. Nayuta! It's time for the prisoner's interrogation. So begone, you putrid-headed criminal abetting lawyer. Wait, don't tell me. You're the prosecuting attorney? What? But that would mean... Is there a problem here? You bet there is. He's your father. And your point is? My relation to the accused is irrelevant. The fact remains I am a prosecutor. No, that's not what I don't think I'm going to get through to him. Nayuta, long time no see, son. How have you been? Look, I hear you've been serving Khura'in, rather faithfully, in fact. Whatever happened to her dream of taking her down and changing the country? The past is in the past. What do you mean? Why are you doing this? It's simple. People change. The Nayuta you knew exists no more. Listen, son, I don't know what made you change like this, but you're still my boy even if you prosecute my case. The rest of the Defiant Dragons and I eagerly await your return. Whenever you're ready, we'll welcome you back with open arms. As I said, I've moved on. Now let us not waste more time. For flowers do not blossom simply from talk from the past. Nayuta, why do I get the feeling there's something he wants to say but can't? God, move the accused to the interrogation room. Yes, sir, right away! This way, you rebel scum! Ah, watch it! Not so rough, will ya? Nayuta, is he seriously gonna prosecute his own father? Alright, one more thing to do. Yay! So this is the tomb of Amara, the previous queen? It's really lavish. Guess you could say it's fit for a queen. Is that the faceless woman in the mural over there, Amara? No, that's the Holy Mother. She's the one who brought spirit channeling to Khura'in. Oh, right. The woman in the orb. Oh, it's you two. Getting right down to business, I see. Hi, Emma. We heard you're gonna give us a hand if we needed it. Yep. Mr. Edgeworth asked me to help where I could. So it's been quite a while since you've been back in Khura'in, I hear. More than 10 years, in fact. Well, you sure didn't waste any time. I mean, you already mixed up in a murder. You're as big a trouble magnet as Mr. Wright. Please don't say that. My luck's already bad enough as is. I hear Prosecutor Sadmani's requested your services again. Seems to have taken a liking to you. Meh! You mean his ephemeral holiness? Oh! Oh! I don't mind that he approves of me and my abilities. It's just his people skills need some serious work. When he manages to smile and compliments my work, it's hard to say no. Plus, working on investigations overseas, been flying back and forth every day, just no days off. It's been tough. My lack of sleep's been brutal on my skin. To make matters worse, the defendant is someone I know. How could this get any worse? Oh, she went old bag, and she's got snackoos. Sounds like they got one complicated prosecutor-detective relationship. So you're telling me they're not going out on dates? That's what you're telling me. I don't think that's what Emma would want. So anyway, I guess you'll just have to look elsewhere for love someday. Probably Edgeworth. Oh, we'll get to that someday. I don't see that happening, but it would be kind of funny. Emma, have you determined the cause of death? Blood loss from a stab wound. A single stab in the back was enough to cause the victim to bleed to death. The estimated time of death is 3 p.m., so it's when Turk came on the scene. Any suspects besides Dirk? No. He, Maya, and the minister were the only ones here. And Maya has been tied up until she was freed by the Queen's guards. Could someone have been hiding somewhere? Not likely. It's told the tomb was searched top to bottom right after the murder. And during that time, the royal guards set up a perimeter to prevent anyone from escaping. In other words, the crime scene was completely sealed off. Though it appears so. No way for a third party to escape without being spotted. Great. It's another one of those convoluted locker room mysteries. Or locked room mysteries. God damn it, I'm out of it. Anyway. About the victim. He was the kingdom's minister of justice, correct? Yes. Inga Karkul Khura'in was the second and most powerful figure in Khura'in. Plus, he was married to the queen. It seems strange that someone of his status would abduct someone. Apparently, he only told a few of his subordinates about the plan. That way, there was little chance of the police or even the queen finding out. What was he hoping to gain by getting his hands on the orb? That I don't know, but I'm working on it. I wonder if that's really what... I wonder if it really was for what Paul Addison Whimpers... See, my words are getting fumbled. It's near the end of the video, and I'm just going... Bleh. Word salad. Great power that's said to be bestowed to whomever solves the orb's secret. In Khura'in, only those who can channel spirits are fit to rule. Was that why Ingo wanted such power? Did he want to be king? So this is the tomb of the previous queen? Yes, Queen Amara was laid to rest here. She lost her life in an arsonist blaze. What a tragic end. I heard this tomb sits on the actual site of her residence before it burned down. They built it on the same spot so her soul could rest in peace. So this is where the fire happened. Why do you think Minister Inga was holding Miss Faye captive here? It's the perfect spot if you think about it. It's close to the private quarters, which makes it easy to keep the eye on the prisoner. And the courtyard is only open to the royal family, so we have little fear of prying eyes. Plus, the tomb's normally locked, and only the royal family is allowed access. So that's why he picked this place. How long has Miss Faye been held captive? About 6 days. That long? It appears she was severely weakened by her prolonged confinement. She passed out as soon as she was freed and now is on IV drip. She's been asleep ever since. Poor Miss Faye. Hope she gets better soon. Emma, do you mind if we start looking around? Sure. I already got the okay. Knock yourselves out. Oh, and here. It's a diagram the police drew of the tomb, and why is there one weird thing up at the top but not at the bottom? That's gonna be suspicious. Anyway, thought I'd give you a copy to help your investigation along. Thank you. Oh, and let me know if you need any of my forensic expertise. Don't you dare keep all the fun to yourselves, you hear? You don't need to worry about that. Besides, I'd hardly classify this as fun. Alright. Cool. Made progress. Hooray! Just gonna get some Berseria episodes done and I'll be done for my day. But as far as Phoenix Wright, I'm done. So I'll see you next time.